the matter?
An accident. Man killed.
Where?
On a mile back. You got a phone?
You take it easy. I'll call. How'd it happen?
Another car forced me off the road. We both went over the side.
Hello, police department? There's been an accident out at Pine Canyon.
Is it all right, Mr. Flagg?
Yeah, run it. I'll be back in an hour. Mac, I can't help but feel that Bob Powell's death was not accidental.
Why? I'd like to know your reason.
Because he had uncovered positive evidence that one of our most prominent, respected citizens is the head of a ring that has been flooding this country with counterfeit money. He was killed on his way to my office to tell me the man's name and to give me the evidence.
Well, I agree you have grounds for suspicion.
I'm not going to rest until I find out whether or not his death was an accident.
I understand your feelings, Flagg. If your suspicions are correct and you want a conviction, the motive is the main issue. And here it is. We're not dealing with ordinary criminals. The man who made the plate from which that bill was printed is one of the cleverest engravers this department has ever encountered. As a federal officer, I must ask you not to publish news that will hamper our activities.
I know, Mac, but you can't blame me for trying to get action on Bob's murder.
Certainly not. We've been on this counterfeiting case quite a while. And I have a hunch if we work together, we can clear up the murder at the same time.
Yeah? Oh? He's next door grabbing a bite to eat.
Ready for another cup of coffee, Lucky?
Is that what you call this stuff?
What's wrong with it? I made it fresh this morning.
Hey, Lucky, telephone. The guy's in a hurry. All right, I'll be right back. Oh? Yeah, this is Todd. What? Okay. Hey, Joe, what's the matter? They're knocking the joint over. Give me the stuff, all of it. And when they come in, you don't know from nothing. Sure. On your toes, Chick. You're up next.
It's about time.
Hey, Chick.
What's the matter?
I can't start my cab.
So what? What do you want me to do about it?
Let me use yours, will you?
Don't make me laugh. How about me making that call?
Look, Chick, this is important.
So what? I've made important calls before.
Look. Okay. Take this to 312 Gramercy Place.
312 Gramercy Place.
And Chick, don't wait for the fare. I'll fix it up when you get back.
Wait a minute now, Lucky. Don't give me the old stallaroo.
You know you can trust me.
Sure, about as far as I can toss this cab.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Let's stay right where you are and take the back, Frank.
Sir, you can't.
We just want to take a little look around.
What for? What's the matter? Say, listen, you guys, I'm calling cops.
That's just who you're talking to.
Oh, excuse me. I thought it was a stick-up.
Take a look behind those cans, Morton.
You tell me what you're looking for, maybe I can help you.
We'll find it quicker if you don't help.
You guys are looking for Easter eggs, you'll find them in the icebox.
Shut up.
I had to send her with another driver. He'll be there any minute. Yeah.
Say, you guys ain't got no business searching this place. This is a first-class eating joint.
Well, it looks like someone gave us a phony tip.
All right, boys. Let's go. Sorry, Joe.
Look what you done to my place.
All right. Sue us.
It's okay now, Lucky. What was the matter?
Oh, you just had a loose connection, probably from vibration.
Thanks, Frosty.
You bet.
Chick, did you find the place?
Why didn't you tell me what was in that package?
What do you mean?
A police car started tailing me. I got a hunch I was carrying something hot, so I chucked it in a sewer.
In a sewer?
Yeah, why should I take it?
Bring it up, Chick. Talk to you about it later.
You better. Stand by, will you? Lucky I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you! Oh, would you mind taking that cab, mister? I'm gonna grab a bite to eat.
But we don't want a cab. We want to talk to you.
Oh, yeah? What about?
Did you just come from out around Gramercy Place?
Why?
Never mind, did you?
Hey, who are you guys?
You just come along with us.
And you'll find out.
What seems to be the trouble?
Nothing that concerns you.
I've known this fellow for years. He's all right.
All right, then you can come along, too. We'll give you a chance to tell us all about it.
Yeah, but I gotta stay here and mind the stand.
Now, isn't that too bad?
Hey,
Come
you
on.
can't do this to me.
Oh, I can't, kid.
What's up, Jeff?
As we pulled up to that restaurant, we saw this mug drive away, so we tailed him. Then all of a sudden, he throws a package down the drain at 8th and Gramercy.
That wasn't me.
Did he say what it was?
The cat's got his tongue.
Who's this guy?
A friend of his. Maybe he knows something about it.
Now listen, Chief, you got this guy all wrong.
Never mind, we'll see about that. All right, open up. What were you doing out there? He made a mistake. I wasn't anywhere near that district.
What was in the package?
There wasn't any package.
Are you sure?
Sure. You guys got nothing on me.
Maybe that'll help you remember.
Feel like talking now?
I got nothing to talk about.
Gonna be stubborn, huh? Take him in the next room, Eric.
Listen, fella, if you know anything about this guy, you can help us and yourself, too.
Now, if I knew anything, I'd be glad to tell you, but honest, I don't know a thing.
Now, look, if you're covering up for this guy, you're liable to find yourself in a jam.
Why should I cover for him? What's he done anyway?
I guess he's all right, Mac. We'll put the heat on the other guy.
All right, you can go. But next time, keep your nose out of things that don't concern you.
Yes, sir.
I see you guys haven't learned to pull your punches yet.
Don't squawk. It was your idea. It didn't do my hand any good.
Anybody got a cigarette?
Say, how'd you ever get him to let you take that call?
Did you ever hear of disconnecting a distributor?
I thought I'd better tell you what happened. I tell you, I had to let him take the queer. I couldn't get my cab started. No, he hadn't cracked when I left, but the cops were working on him. Okay, I'll go back to the stand and wait for him.
Hello, Chick. See the boys picked you up all right?
Yeah, picked me up and laid me out.
Robinson just brought this up to the office. Nice going.
You should have seen the expression on his face when he opened it. He thought it was the real McCoy. The nerve of those mugs, handling with stuff like this.
That's why they're smart, making you look as unimportant as possible. That engraver's doing beautiful work.
Well, if I ever grab him, I'll get him to etch your picture.
We gotta grab him, Chick.
First, we've got to find out who he is.
You think that little act put you in right to the taxi driver?
Well, if it didn't, I took a beating for nothing.
I don't think you have. The important thing now is not to lose him.
He's practically handcuffed to me right now.
I'll keep Mac and Eric near the telephone. If things get too hot, I'll arrange some other way to get in touch with them.
Right.
They didn't make a crack, did they, Chick? What'd they do to you?
This. Listen, you. The next time you send me out on a pony, let me know what I'm carrying. Just because I kept my trap shut, don't think I was being a Boy Scout. I know what a rap like this means, and I'm not letting myself in for anything like that. Unless I get paid.
What do you want me to do?
Think it over.
All right. What'd you find out?
Well, he didn't talk.
You were an awful sap letting him go in the first place.
What do you mean, sap? It was the only thing I could do.
You could have taken it around the corner and ditched it yourself.
And get caught with all that phony dough on me? Say, maybe you'd like my job of herding that cab around.
Just a minute, gentlemen, please. Now, there's nothing to be gained by arguing. How much does this cab driver know?
Too much. That's why I'm going to take care of him.
In your own original way, I suppose.
And what's the matter with that? Besides, he slugged me, and he isn't getting away with it.
Oh, so he pinned your ears back.
Wait a minute, Lucky. Since when have you been making your own decision?
Since the night I had that little accident at Pine Canyon.
My memory serves me rightly, you were very well paid for that.
Oh, yes, I got paid. What chance have I got to spend the dough? I gotta live like a cab driver. Eating in one-arm joints, sleeping in a broken-down hotel. I notice you guys are doing all right. You got a lot of nerve telling me where to head.
Why, wait a minute, Flash. Maybe you have reason for complaint, Lucky. But our problem at the moment is this taxi driver. Now, let's be smart. Here's a man that knows too much, and still he knows enough to keep his mouth shut. I'll look him over. I'll decide what to do. Where can I find him?
He's working with me at 8th and Clark.
Will you come on with me? Drop me off around the corner from the stand.
Do you want me to wait?
No, that'll be all for tonight, thank you, Gilda. See you tomorrow.
What about the payoff to the boss tonight?
Meet me here later.
Oh, Gilda.
No, Flash. I'm not hungry, and I don't want to go anywhere to dance, and I'm going home alone.
You always have the same answers, don't you?
Why not? You always have the same questions.
Listen, Gilda. It's no use you're carrying a torch for Strickland. He doesn't even know you're alive.
Get this straight, Flash. As far as he's concerned, this is strictly a job. I happen to owe a lot to Strickland. I might be doing time now if it weren't for him. But of course, you wouldn't understand the meaning of the word gratitude. I'm not carrying a torch for him or for anyone else. And even if I were, it wouldn't be any of your business.
Where do you suppose he is?
I don't know. He ought to be somewhere around. That's his cab.
You'll never be a millionaire unless you watch your stand. Neither will you, pal.
Maybe you got something there. You get out of sight. I'll wait.
I'll duck into Joe's.
Yes, sir.
136 Burnham Place.
Yes, sir.
Got a match?
Keep him.
Thanks. Say, driver, why aren't these taxis equipped with rear view mirrors?
Because some people are particular what the driver sees.
Well, I never thought of that. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
How long have you been driving a cab?
Too long. Why?
I don't know. You don't strike me as the usual run of taxi drivers.
No.
What was your business before?
My own.
I don't get you.
Well, I get you, copper. Why don't you wear a beard? I can tell a flatfoot a mile away. Or should I say smell?
Well, that's the first time I've ever been taken for a copper.
Now, look, Hawkshaw, if you're trying to get something out of me, you're wasting your time because there's nothing to get. I told your pals that already.
What makes you think I'm an officer?
Look, I'm a taxi driver. There isn't a rule in this company that says a driver must talk.
Well, I'm sure the company instructs its drivers to be courteous. After all, I was only trying to make conversation.
Okay, Skipper.
You're a very suspicious young man, aren't you?
I don't trust anybody.
It's an admirable quality. What's the matter, Flash? Do I make you nervous?
I'm always nervous when I'm around this much real dough.
Well, I had a look at Lucky's friend.
Yeah?
Yes, he won't be any problem.
Sure. Nobody will ever miss him.
No, I don't mean that. You make a good substitute in case anything happens to Lucky.
Oh, is anything going to happen to Lucky?
I don't know. Those orders don't come from me.
You better be sure of him before you let him in on anything.
I have every intention of doing just that.
What time's Lucky picking you up?
He's not picking me up. I've ordered the other fellow to come back.
Then I better go with you this time.
No, Flash, you're not going with me now or any other time. Procedure remains the same.
Hey, Lucky, pull up a little, will you? I gotta go out on a call.
Now, where'd you get it?
That guy I picked up here told me to come back in an hour. Hurry up, will you? I'll be late.
Strickland? What time do I pick you up for the payoff tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, Lucky, I didn't call you because you're pretty hot right now, and, well, you know, after the accident and all.
Oh, yeah?
Besides, I want to get a better line on this fellow Gardner.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Very good idea.
Anything wrong?
I guess not. Say, mister, did you order anyone to follow us?
No, why?
Well, we're being followed.
Are you sure?
That car's been sticking right on our tail. I noticed it a ways back, but I didn't think anything about it then.
Slow down and see if they pass us.
Right.
Hey, Chick, pull up, will you? I want to see you a minute.
Okay.
I have an important message for you, Mr. Strickland.
What is it?
This.
What's the idea?
Hand out that little overnight bag. Come on, let's have it.
Pick up that gun. Get the money out of his pocket.
What for?
Make it look like a robbery.
You've got nothing to hide. He was trying to rob you.
I don't want to take this to the police.
I get it.
Let's get out of here. You have a lot of courage, young man.
Yeah.
What kind of a salary are you making?
Oh, I get along. Why?
I might have something very good to offer you.
Well, I'm all ears. Go ahead.
We'll talk about it later. Keep on driving right out for the post road.
Right.
Hello? Well, hello, J.B. Did you make the pickup all right? I was very fortunate to get there. Lucky got ambitious. He tried to hijack us. Don't bother. That's been taken care of. I think I have just the man to step in his shoes. All right, J.B. I'll keep you informed. He must have tried to short-chain someone.
Yeah. Who's going to take his place?
I'm arranging for that this morning.
You mean that pal of his?
That's a pretty good guess, Flash.
Listen, Strickland. I don't mind telling you I don't like it.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Thank you, Mrs. Dawson. We'll send it out this afternoon.
Very well. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's a lovely piece, isn't it?
Yes, what is it?
A punch bowl. 1775.
Oh, say, that's a bargain. You can wrap it up. I'll take it.
Oh, no, the price is $600. It was made in 1775.
Oh, guess I'm not up on my antiques.
You still want it?
Well, no, not at that price. I'd like to see Mr. Strickland.
Oh, I'm afraid he wouldn't give it to you any cheaper.
Oh, no. I have an appointment with him. My name is Gardner.
All right, Mr. Gardner. I'll tell him.
Don't you think you better find out first if he wants any part of this racket?
Mr. Dillion, please do not refer to our enterprise as a racket.
There's a man named Gardner here to see you, Philip.
Gardner?
Yes, he said he had an appointment.
Oh, yeah, show him in. Wait in the other room, Flash.
Okay.
Well, good morning, Gardner. Glad to see you.
How are you, Mr. Strickland?
Sit down.
Thanks.
Have a cigarette? Well, are you convinced now that I'm not a copper?
I'm sorry I pegged you wrong, but I found it pays to be on my toes.
Well, anyway, I want to show my appreciation for the risk you took last night.
Oh, I don't mind any risk as long as there's some money in it.
I believe I could use a man like you.
Yeah?
You remember that package you tried to deliver last night?
How did you know about that?
You were really doing that for me.
I don't get you.
This is what was in that package.
Hmm. Business must be good.
Yes, we're making money. They look real, don't they?
They sure do. You know, I had a hunch this wasn't your real business.
Shall I say a sideline?
Where do I come in?
I need a new manager for your district. These are sold for 20% of their face value. You'll find that 15% of the gross collections in your district will more than compensate you for the risk.
Make it 20 and it's a deal.
All right, Gardner. I suppose if I'd said 10 in the first place, you'd have settled for 15.
I suppose.
Well, now that you belong to our enterprise, I want you to meet two of the other members. Flash. Gardner, this is Flash Dillion.
Ah, yeah.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Dillion.
Gardner's taking Lucky's place. Oh, Miss Lee, this is Mr. Gardner. Miss Lee lends the dignity and charm necessary to our sideline.
I can believe that.
How do you do?
Starting tonight, Gardner's working with us.
Tonight?
Yes, I haven't time to go into it any further with you this morning. That'll be all for now.
Okay, well, you know where to find me. Glad to have met you.
I still don't like the idea.
Oh, you don't?
No, you just met the guy. You don't know anything about him.
I think you can trust Philip's judgment. He's usually right.
Dillion, it doesn't make any difference what you think. I'm handling things my way.
Yeah? Well, if you happen to guess wrong about that guy, it's my funeral, as well as yours.
All right, Flash. If you're worried about the man, I'll have Gil to find out about him.
So I have you to thank for that pleasant little job.
You'll thank me yet, and mean it.
He has a stand at 8th and Clark. Take a ride with him. I'll leave the rest up to you.
But I thought you were not...
I'm doing this to convince Flash. He has a bad case of nerves. You're a smart girl. Find out if there's anything wrong with him.
But Philip, if you're convinced...
I haven't time to discuss it with you now. I'm going to the custom house. I'll be back in an hour and a half.
Well, you fixed that.
I did you a favor, only you don't know it.
Well, after this, don't do me any favors. Why don't you crawl back under your rock?
Good evening. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Where to?
Depot.
How you feeling, you old fat?
Listen, Mug, none of your lip or I'm liable to smack you right in a kisser.
Where did you get that hat?
No cracks about the get-up. How'd you make out?
Well, I'm in the racket.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hold on to that feather bonnet of yours and get set for a shock.
Go ahead.
All that counterfeit money that's been flooding the city is being distributed by Philip Strickland.
You mean the importer?
Yeah. That knick-knack joint of his is just a front.
Where's the plant and who's printing it?
That's what I gotta find out. And I gotta be careful. I don't want to wind up like Lucky Todd.
Yeah? What did happen to him?
Strickland bumped him off. I was with him when he did it.
Then maybe we better clamp down.
No. First, we want to get the 10-10 up on top. When we knock him over, the rest of them will fall down with him.
You got a line on him?
No. The only ones I've met so far is a rat named Flash Dillion and a gal named Gilda Lee. And not bad, either.
Keep your mind on your work, chick.
Don't you worry about me, Mother Hubbard. Any more questions?
No, I guess that's all.
Well, then, I guess I'll dump you out right here.
It's a fine way to treat an old lady.
Kiss Grandpa for me. Good night.
Want a cab? Yeah, this is Mr. Gardner. Oh, hello, Mr. Lee. Mr. Strickland? Yeah, right away. Right.
I'm so sorry. I tried to catch you, but you'd already gone. Mr. Strickland's been called away unexpectedly, and he won't be able to see you tonight.
Oh, that's all right. Could I drop you anywhere?
Well, I was going to dinner. Do you know that little Chinese place on Paul Street?
You're practically there. Make yourself at home. Turn on the radio.
You like Chinese food?
Yes, for a change.
So do I.
Let's see what this one says.
What does it say?
You will soon meet the girl of your dreams. This one should have been yours.
Well, if this one's any good, I'll trade you.
What does it say?
You will soon have more pleasant.
More pleasant what?
Just plain old more pleasant. I wonder what became of Charlie Chan. I'm starved.
Patience like honorable homing pigeons. Bring home bacon.
Yeah, but I ordered chop suey.
Don't worry. You'll have bacon in it. As long as we have to wait, you might entertain me.
All right. How?
Well, tell me something about yourself.
Well, there isn't much to tell. Anyway, not very much I'd like to tell a lady.
Never mind me. What did you do before you drove a cab?
Well, let's see. 15 years in San Quentin, 10 years in Leavenworth, 25 years in Sing Sing.
Wait a minute. You couldn't have started as young as all that.
Well, no. But I have visited around.
Oh, I see. You got careless in a couple of spots.
Not necessarily. Just the way the cards were stacked. How about yourself? How did you get into this game?
Now, I hope you're not going to try to find the real me and all that sort of thing.
No, but it's an idea.
Let's forget it. How did you happen to run into Strickland?
Didn't he tell you?
No, he doesn't tell me very much.
You get along, don't you?
Oh, yes, we get along all right. I'm going to take a chance on you, Mr. Gardner.
Chick's the name, Gilda.
All right, Chick. You're going to be making quite a few big collections on this job. Now, it isn't entirely necessary to turn it all in.
Isn't it?
Not while I handle the books. If you're interested, we could split a lot of money.
Aren't you afraid I might take this to Strickland?
No, I'm not. He trusts me and he doesn't you.
Well, I wouldn't anyway. But look, now, don't misunderstand me. Strickland has given me a chance, and I don't want to double-cross him. I hope that won't make any difference in our friendship.
Not at all. In fact, I admire you for it. I just happen to be a girl who looks out for herself.
And I admire you for that. I wonder what did become of our waiter.
Press the button and see what happens.
That's an idea.
Now, there's a museum piece.
That dates back to the Ming Dynasty.
Yeah, that's swell. But to me, it's just something you stick flowers in.
Flash, do you realize that that's over 1,000 years old?
Yeah? Pretty good paint job to hold up that long.
Yes? 11:30 tonight? All right, we'll pick it up. Bye. Isn't that beautiful?
Good morning, Philip.
Good morning.
Hello, Gilda.
Hello.
Well, what did you find out last night?
Plenty.
What do you mean?
I mean, you couldn't have picked a better man. If you ask me, they're at a premium around here.
What did I tell you, Flash?
What makes you so sure?
I made him a very lucrative offer. I showed him where he could make a tidy sum by double-crossing you on the connection.
And he didn't fall for it.
He turned me down cold.
There's a man after my own heart.
Yeah. With a knife.
You're very hard to convince, aren't you?
Maybe you're falling for that fellow.
Yes. I'm liable to fall for a taxi driver.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. I guess it's his face I don't like.
Did you ever take a look in the mirror?
Now, wait a minute, you two. We have something more important to talk about. I received instructions from uptown to meet the boat at 11:30 tonight. They printed a new series of 5s. Who goes? You'll take Gardner's cab and pick up 2 of the boys. Gilda will drive down in her roads to recover from the pier as usual. Get Gardner on the telephone. Have him here tonight at 10:30.
I'd give 10 years of my life to know who Strickland gets his orders from.
Well, keep snooping, and you're liable to give all of it.
That must be Gardner. Let him in. You're late.
No, I'm not. At the next stroke of the gong, it'll
Never
be...
mind the comedy, Gardner. You've got a very important job to do.
Yeah?
Tonight, I'm receiving one of the largest shipments...
Wait a minute, Strickland. Just tell him what we want him to do. It's late.
Take Flash with you. Pick up a couple of the boys. Drive them to Fisherman's Cove. Flash will tell you what you do when you get there.
You got a rod on you?
Well, I need one.
You never can tell.
Well, if I'm going to carry a gun, I'd like to know what I'm going to use it for.
You'll find out soon enough. Come on, let's get going.
I needn't advise you to be careful.
I'll say you needn't.
Where do we pick up these other guys? Go down to Byron and turn to the right on Lancer. I'll tell you where to stop. Right.
You mind if I stop at a drugstore and get a pack of cigarettes?
We're not stopping for anything. Here.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't know cab drivers were allowed to smoke.
I didn't think you'd report me.
Here's the light. Come on, Gardner, step on it. Come on.
We're doing 35 now. What's the matter? You think you were trying to catch a boat?
You guessed it. I'll be right out. You wait in the cab. All right, Gardner, let's go. Out to Fisherman's Cove now. Right. He's okay. Hey, Gardner. This is Buck and Monty.
Hiya.
How are we handling it?
The Zetas meeting us at the pier.
Do we use this crate coming back?
I'll tell you about that later. Better watch your speed until you get out of town.
Okay, Flash.
I told you to watch your speed, you sap.
Just let me handle this guy. He won't hold us up a second. What's the matter?
You don't know?
No.
And you've got a lot of nerve driving a cab.
Wait a minute. I'm allowed 35 miles an hour through here.
Maybe a $20 fine will convince you you're wrong.
It's a swell present to hand the guy on his birthday.
Congratulations. Let me see your driver's license. Is this your signature, Gardner?
Yeah. What's the matter with it?
Nothing. You can write it again on this tag.
Thanks.
You're welcome, and watch your step.
You thought you could get away with something, huh? What do you mean? Now you'll have to show up in court.
Don't worry, I'll get it fixed.
That's right. And he signed it operator 1027.
Good work. Thanks.
Send McCormick and Erickson in. Have 4 men ready to go.
What's up, Mac?
I just got a message from Chick. They're bringing in a load of queer money tonight.
Well, are we clamping down on them?
It's hard to tell from his message just what he wants us to do. I think he's going to stop them from bringing it in. We'll start to fake a hijacking. If Chick's ready to make the grab, he'll let us know then. Come on, let's go in my car.
What do you want me to do, Flash? Stay here?
No, you come on with us. Gilda's parked up on the hill.
Gilda?
Yeah, she'll give us a signal when it's all right to come in. Let's go.
Hi, Flash.
Hello, Deseto. All set?
All ready.
Okay, fellas, get in the boat. Same place?
Yeah. Hey, Flash, maybe it'd be a good idea if I kept a lookout from here. Gilda can't see 20 feet in this fog.
Don't worry. There's only one road down to the pier, and she's got that covered. Go on, get in the boat.
Wait a minute. There's someone in a car up there. Be a lookout. Take it easy.
signal in and see if the coast is clear.
Okay, step on it.
Flash! Go back! Flash! Go back!
Come on. Don't fire unless you have to, boys. All we want is the boat. All right, you mugs, pull them up. We're taking over that load. After them. Get you, Mike?
No, I'm all right.
Hold it, it's Chick.
That was a close call.
Yeah.
I can thank you for getting me out of that one.
We're not out of it yet.
Well, we're not being followed.
That's something.
Chick, what's the matter?
My shoulder. I've got to...
Chick! 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 We've had an automobile accident. My companion's been hurt. Is there someone here who can help me with him?
Well, I'm all alone here, but I can help. Where is he?
He's out in the car.
Well, we'll bring him right in.
Thank you.
Is he hurt bad?
It's his shoulder.
Oh.
Have you some brandy?
Well, I had some. I'll see if I can find it. I found it.
That's fine.
Don't you think you better get a doctor?
Have you got a telephone?
No. The nearest one is Webster's gas station, over on the county road.
Well, I'm going over to phone for a doctor. Now, don't disturb him. I'll be right back. I finally got him to this farmhouse. I told the woman he was hurt in the accident. You better get Doc Wilson out here right away. You take Foothill Highway and turn at Webster's gas station. It's the first farmhouse on the right.
All right, Gilda, as soon as possible. They got away. Gardner was shot. Where are they? In a farmhouse near Glover. Pick up Doc Wilson. Get out there as soon as you can. Get Doc on the telephone. I'll write the directions.
He's in there, Doctor.
Hello, Gilda.
Hello, Doctor.
You ladies better wait outside. I'll call you if I need you.
This is Doc Wilson, Chick. He works with us.
Hiya, Doc.
So you stopped one, eh?
Yeah. How'd the rest of the boys make out?
We got away all right. We're wondering who tipped the cops.
Cops? Looked to me like it was another mob hijacking us.
Yeah? If it was, we'll find out.
Is it bad, Doc?
You've lost a lot of blood, but luckily the bullet went through the fleshy part. I'll give you an anti-tetanus injection and something to make you sleep. You'll have to stay here till I'm sure there's no infection.
How is he, Doctor?
He's sleeping now. He has a bad cut on his shoulder. I don't think we ought to move him for a few days.
Oh, is he as bad as that?
It's the safest thing to do.
I hate to impose on you, but do you think you can manage?
Of course. I can put you both up. It won't be no bother at all.
Both of us?
I think that would be the wisest plan.
Of course, we'll pay you for the inconvenience.
Land sakes alive, as poor dear Mr. Lane used to say, a body hasn't much to do if they can't sit by the side of the road and be a friend to man.
All set, Gilda?
I'm going to stay here to look after Chick.
He'll be all right tonight, and I'll be out the first thing in the morning.
I'm taking Gardner soon in to be clean. Good night.
Good night, ladies.
Good night. A man in his shape ought to have good, solid food for breakfast.
He said he didn't even want any coffee.
Well, if he drinks this, there's plenty more in the pot.
Thanks. That's the trouble with being a big guy. You're such an easy target.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Here's some coffee.
No, thanks.
Now, am I going to have trouble with you, or will you drink some?
All right. Where'd you get the doctor last night?
I telephoned Strickland for him.
Well, have they got a phone here?
No, I had to drive to the gas station.
You've sort of taken care of me, haven't you?
Well, I'm doing my best. It looks as if I'll have to keep it up for a few days.
Yeah, I'd sure like to get out of here.
What's the matter? Don't you like my service?
Sure, I think it's swell.
Now, less talking and more coffee drinking.
Hi, Louie.
Hello, Flash.
Clean and press these. When will they be ready?
Thursday?
Okay. You'll find a couple of rips there. Sew them up, will you?
Okay. Hey, Flash!
But, J.B., we haven't any idea who it could have been. Of course, I realize what it means.
Well, it's all very mysterious to me. I never heard of anyone hijacking counterfeit. Well, if it had been the police, they would have picked us up by now. All right, J.B., I promise you that we'll get to the bottom of it. Goodbye.
Your boss turning on the heat?
Are you sure that you weren't followed to the dock?
I know we weren't.
Then how did they know?
Well, nothing like this ever happened until you took on that Gardner guy.
All right, Flash, if you think it was Gardner, how could he have gotten word to anyone? From the moment he found out what we were going to do, you're the only one that he was with.
Whoever made that grab didn't do any guessing.
Could he have gotten word to anyone?
No, no one. A cop gave him a ticket for speeding, but I heard every word he said. If the leak didn't come from Gardner, it only leaves one other.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Gilda wasn't kidding when she offered Gardner a chance to double-cross you.
Is it possible, Flash, that you're just covering up for yourself?
Hey, you don't think that
I'll let you know what I think later.
Look what I found.
A box.
Guess what's in here?
Rattlesnake.
A rattlesnake.
A rattlesnake with a cold.
No. They're checkers.
I never would have guessed it.
You'll have to give me a handicap. I can only play with one hand.
All right. What color do you want? Black or red?
Brown.
You'll take black and like it.
How soon will the doctor be here?
He's not coming. He'll see you in town tonight.
Then I better get dressed.
You can't until Flash gets here with your suit.
Flash?
Yes, he took it to the cleaners. He should be here any minute now. Your first move.
Want me to wrap it up?
No, that's all right.
Oh, Flash. I forgot. I found this in the pocket.
Okay, Louis. Thanks.
Chick, where's your mind?
I'm afraid I'm not very good at this game.
Do you want to play another one?
No, you're too clever for me.
Only at checkers.
What do you mean?
Would you really like to know?
Gilda, when I first met you, you told me you were a gal that looks out for herself. That's a safe motto. Stick to it.
Here comes Flash. Our little vacation is over.
Yeah. Looks like it.
I swear to goodness I didn't know more. Here, you drive up tonight and fly.
How is the patient?
Fine as silk. You just go on right in. I'm up to my elbows in dishwater.
Hello, Chick.
Hi, Flash.
Here's your suit.
Thanks.
Hello, Gilda.
Well?
As soon as you get dressed, we can leave. Need any help, Chick?
No, I guess I can manage.
Well, we'll wait for you outside, then.
You've been more than kind. You must let us pay you for your trouble.
Why, I won't hear of taking pay.
Well, then, consider it as a little present and buy yourself something nice.
Oh, but this is way too much.
It isn't half enough.
Oh, thanks heaps.
I'd like to talk to you, Gilda. Will you excuse us for a moment?
Of course. Well, I still think I shouldn't ought to take this.
I got a little surprise for you. I found out who tipped the police.
Who? Stool pigeon. And to think that Well, never mind. What are we going to do?
We'll all start for town. But Gardner isn't going to get there. You take him in your car. I'll turn into the old road by the gas station. Then I'll have engine trouble, and you pull up behind me, understand?
All set?
All right, come on, let's go.
Goodbye, Mrs. Lane, and thanks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Lane.
Goodbye, Jim. Goodbye, folks. Drive careful.
Oh, Chick, you ride with Gilda. I'll lead the way.
Okay. Glad to be going back to town?
I suppose so.
You've been great, Gilda, and I appreciate it.
Do you?
Of course I do. It's a funny question.
Well, I'm a funny person.
I think you're a very swell person. What road is this?
I think it's a shortcut.
Ah, this is swell. Great to be alive, isn't it?
Chick,
Hmm?
I know who you are.
What do you mean?
Flash found your wallet. I think you're a rat, but I'm giving you a break anyway. Here. You may want to powder your nose.
Thanks, Gilda.
Hey, Gardner. Looks like I've got engine trouble. Come on, take a look.
What's wrong?
You're a taxi driver. I thought you might know.
I'm sorry, Gilda, but I'll be needing you. Let's go.
Where to, taxi driver?
There's only one place we can go. I have no choice. Gilda, a little while ago I said I thought you were swell. That crack still goes.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I have a job before me.
And I have my life before me.
Look, I'm going to give you a break, too. When we get to your apartment, I'm going to give you time to pack and get away.
Thanks, Chick. I wish it were possible that we could...
Forget it, Gilda.
Well, this is it.
Don't waste any time getting away, Gilda, because I've got to make a call on a friend of ours.
Goodbye.
This is the first job I've never finished.
I mean that.
Well, McNary, this is Chick. I haven't got time to answer any questions. Get some of the boys and come down to 10th and Prospect. I'll be in the drugstore. And hurry. Okay.
Hello, Philip. I've been trying to get you. We've got to leave town immediately. I found out that Gardner's a federal man. I'll tell you about it later. He's on his way now to pick you up.
I'll phone J.B. right away. Meet me in front of your apartment. 15 minutes. I'll pick you up. Right.
Hello, Chick. What's up?
I think we're due to make the big grab.
Yeah? Who's that?
Gilda Lee, the girl I told you about.
Where are the others?
I've got a hunch she'll lead us to him.
She certainly has been useful to us.
More than you know. If it wasn't for her, I'd be lying out on the road with my toes turned up. When we make the grab, Mac, I'd like you to remember that.
Now, if you're going sentimental, Chick, forget it. You're in the wrong business for that. Let's go.
For you, Mr. Strickland?
Yes, get the luggage at the back, please.
Let's grab him, Chick.
Wait. We've got to find out where they're going.
He'll get away.
I'll try to get on that boat. If I make it, you follow me.
Go ahead.
Jack, see if you can start this boat.
So this is the mint.
I wouldn't say anything if I were you. You're not supposed to know. Here. J.B.
Hello, Philip.
This is Miss Lee. After talking with you, I decided best to bring her along.
How do you do, Miss Lee?
Well, at last we meet.
We have Miss Lee to thank for finding out about that federal man.
And just in time, too.
I hope I won't be in the way.
Not at all. We have plenty of room.
But, John, what can they find at the shop? I've destroyed every bit of evidence.
Yes, sir. Will you show Miss Lee to the forward stateroom?
Yes.
Thank you.
This way, miss. If there's anything you want, just ring.
Thank you.
Cigarette?
No, thank you. Well, John, looks like I'll have an opportunity of seeing the plant at last.
You'll find it surprisingly compact, but adequate. There it is.
Well, it certainly is compact. My, what a beautiful piece of work.
Why did you bring that girl here, Strickland?
Well, we couldn't very well run out on her after all.
You were the only one who knew about me until now. And that's another problem to be taken care of.
Why?
Because that officer knows you and Miss Lee. As long as either of you are alive, I'm in danger.
You don't have to worry about us.
I intend to make sure of that.
Hello, Gilda.
You double-crosser.
Well, I noticed you warned Strickland, so I guess that makes us even.
You had that all figured out, hadn't you, copper?
That's my job, Gilda. Whose boat is this?
What makes you think I'm going to tell you, Mr. Gardner?
Because you can do yourself a lot of good by answering a few questions.
Drop that gun. So, this is Chick Gardner. I believe you work for the government, don't you?
I did up till now.
Up till now is right. Step out in the corridor and turn to your left. I'll be right behind you. Open that door and walk in.
Mr. Rudd, there's a boatload of men heading for us.
I see you've invited your friends. Let's go up on deck. I think I can use you.
Drop that line and stay where you are.
Hold it, Frank.
Careful, he's got kids.
If this man means anything to you, turn around and keep going.
Keep coming, Mac. This is the guy we want. Don't let him bluff you. He hasn't got the nerve to shoot.
Head for the land.
You guessed wrong, Gardner.
Gilda!
So you finished this job after all.
Not till I get Strickland.
You're too late for that. Rudd took care of him.
Are you all right, Chick?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Mac, take 2 men below and look around. Erickson, take charge of her.
I'm sorry, Gilda.
Hello, Chick. Hello. What's the matter?
10 years. That's a pretty tough jolt they handed it.
I did all I could. But I got a new assignment from Washington for you.
Let's have it.
Going to be quite a responsibility.
Yeah.
Gilda Lee's sentence has been suspended. She's being paroled in your custody.
What?
For 10 years. She's waiting for you in McCormick's office.
10 years?
You mean for life?
Sue me.